hello lovely people. I hope you're well. Hello, I hope you're all well. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for letting me into your homes once again. Very nice to see you. Very nice to have you. I hope you've had a good week so far. It's been, oh my goodness, it's been a nail biter, hasn't it? It's been a nail biter. It's been a nail biter. It's been really cold, really cold. I can see some names that have joined. Fantastic. Thank you for joining. It's been really, really cold. I don't know about you guys, but it's been really cold. I don't know about you. I don't know about you, but we use this. I'm going to write this down. I don't know about you, but I don't know about you, but we use this structure, excuse me, when I want to give my opinion, and then I am inviting you to share your opinion as well. So basically I'm saying, listen to me, this is my opinion, and when I've finished, I'm waiting for you to share your opinion. This is the structure that we use. I don't know about you, but, and then I give my opinion, and then I love to hear yours as well. I don't know about you, but it's been really cold this week. It's been really cold. Yes, it's been getting too cold. Some of you have been saying it's been getting really, really cold. Yes. Your teaching is fabulous. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Is it okay to tell us that do you good at Persian? I can speak a bit of Farsi, not as good as you guys, obviously. Hello. It is freezing here. Oh dear, it's freezing here as well. It's nippy. I've got Sitara who says it's nippy. You're very lucky if it's just nippy. Here it's a lot colder than nippy. It's cold outside as well. Yeah, it is really, really cold. Gone are the days of jackets and, you know, jumpers, and it's proper coat weather, definitely. Okay, so I've got people joining from Iran as well. Fantastic. Yeah, so whenever it gets really, really cold, we can definitely feel that change, haven't we? I don't know about you, but it's suddenly turned cold. That means it's changed. Don't know about you, but it's suddenly turned cold, definitely. Okay, so I hope you're all well. And thank you very much for everybody who has trusted me, has enrolled in my courses. Out of all the courses on my website, 3 are currently on offer. The Black Friday offer, which will be extended until tomorrow, Monday evening, and that's when the offer will end. Monday, we call it Cyber Monday, which means online shopping discount. Of course, right now, online and shopping and all of it is together, isn't it? So yes, the courses are still available if you wanted to have a look. Before you do sign up with any course, not just mine, any of the courses, please do go on the website, check it out, see if you like it, see if it's suitable for your level, etc., before you get the course. Okay. Lovely. I love your useful videos on Instagram. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. Which course do you offer? If you could go on my website and you'll see at the top, I've got 3 courses that have been on offer because of Black Friday. ما چکار کنیم به خوبی شما صحبت کنیم. Right. That's a bit difficult. I will never speak Farsi as well as you. Okay, this is something that I know. Even if I perfect, which is a verb, even if I perfect, that means make perfect. Even if I perfect my pronunciation, even if I perfect my intonation, that music, that rhythm that they have when they speak Farsi, even if I make that absolutely perfect, I will still not speak as well as you can, because you know more about the culture, you know more about the history and the literature of that language. But I don't want to stress myself so much. I have to become native in Farsi. No, as long as I can speak in Farsi, as long as I can communicate, as long as I can, say something when I meet people outside, that's enough for me anyway. So please don't stress out too much. I try to speak English, but it's really hard to be a native speaker. One way that you could do فقط از خودکار بیکتون بیک توی دستتون میشه فهمید ایرانی. Okay, other nationalities do this as well, but okay. Very good, thank you. You can tell I'm a teacher. My daughter keeps telling me, oh my God, I can tell you're a teacher. Yes, so I'm sorry, there was another question that I forgot. I got distracted. Oh, it's really hard to be a native speaker. Yes, being native is difficult. You know why? It's not just about the vocabulary. It's not just about the idioms, pronunciation, grammar. A lot of it is about discourse. Now, this is something I haven't spoken about before. Discourse. And that means what is appropriate to say in a specific situation. Okay, I was talking to a lovely person, a lovely lady just a few minutes ago, that she told me a sentence and the grammar was correct, the vocabulary was correct, but culturally we don't say it that way, we say it a different way. This is only something you will know if you are constantly listening to the language. Okay, you don't have to be living in the UK to learn English. As long as you can listen to native speakers speaking, this can be on YouTube, it can be in films or anything. This is where you can pick up a little bit of the language and the culture as well. But if you can read up on it, that's great as well. I forget a lot of English words when I start. Okay, that's normal. I think that comes with practice. I think that's the same for anybody in any language. Okay. Sorry, what was this? Do you have any suggestions for people who want to live in New Zealand regarding daily English communication? I was talking to somebody about this as well. A lot of you have asked me, if I learn British English, will people in America, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, will they understand me as well? And the answer is yes. Okay. We understand each other's English. So if an American comes over here and starts speaking, we understand what they have to say. If we go over to America and we speak with our British accent, they understand what we say. Even if we're using our idioms, our very British idioms, whatever we use, they will still understand. There might be maybe one word that they don't know, but they can guess the meaning from the context, from the conversation, from the sentence, from my examples, from things I've said before and after. They can still pick up what I'm trying to say. I just gave an example to this lovely lady in one of my sessions. I'll repeat the example now. When I was a student, many years ago, when I was a student at university, you know, a university student will go and get any job. I just needed money to pay for my university. I was working at Manchester Airport. I was working for security, immigration at Manchester Airport. And I had to ask this passenger if he had packed his case himself or if somebody else had packed the case for him. Okay, so if I ask a British person, did you pack your suitcase? The answer is yes. If I ask an American person, did you pack your suitcase? The American person will not say yes. He or she will say sure. Yeah? They won't say yes, they will say sure. Now I know I never use sure, I always say yes, but I can understand sure means yes. So that's what I mean when I say we understand each other. And that's the answer to this lovely lady or gentleman. Okay. Right. Do you have any activities on YouTube for IELTS? YouTube for IELTS. On my current YouTube page, no. I do have someone on a previous YouTube page. I will try to find them and I will put them in. I'll put the link to my previous YouTube page in the story if that will help you. Okay. You teach very well and you're a very kind teacher. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you, Sweet Cottage. Very kind of you. I appreciate that. Okay, Layla, you rule. Wow, I'm starting to blush. Okay. Don't you want to bring someone up in your life? To be honest, no. Because, and I don't mean to be rude or anything, because I just want to get through with the lesson as much as possible. But there will be sessions where I will bring people up for my live as well, I promise. Okay. Okay, very good. Right. So tonight, what we're going to be looking at in tonight's session, as I mentioned before, is we're going to, and I'm going to stop the comments. I'm going to stop the comments if that's okay. So in tonight's live session, we're going to be looking at the Farsi word befrmayid, that we use in lots of different situations. In English, they usually have different meanings. They have other meanings in English, and let's see what they are. A lot of them you may already know, but one or two of these things that I'm talking about tonight might be new to you. I hope they are, and I hope it's not just a repeat of what you already know. Okay, so somebody comes to my house. In Farsi, we say befrmayid. I want them to sit down. Yeah, befrmayid. In English, you can say please sit. Now, a lot of people think, oh my God, sit is so rude. A lot of what we say in English, a lot of it depends on our body language and on the tone of voice. If I say to somebody, sit, that's very rude, my tone of voice. But if I say sit, that's very, very polite. Same word, same spelling, same pronunciation. The tone of voice is different. So it's not a different word. The difference is the tone of voice. That can be the difference between night and day, completely different, yeah? 180 degrees difference. So your tone of voice can help you if you want to make something informal, formal, polite, rude. The tone of voice is very, very key in our communication. So if I say to somebody, sit, I'm actually raising my voice, I'm sorry, and that's really, really rude. Sit. But if I say sit, see, I'm being really friendly. Sit. That's being really, really polite. So the tone of voice is important. So if somebody comes in, I say sit, please, sit. Or I can say sit anywhere, befrmayid, sit anywhere, yeah? Make yourself comfortable, sit anywhere. So that's one example, one meaning of befrmayid. Another one is when we want to eat food. Before we want to start eating food, if you're hosting a dinner, you're the host, or I don't know, with your friend or anybody, you want to say befrmayid. That means start eating food. There's something we use a lot, and that is bon appetit. Bon appetit, which is French. It means a good appetite. It means I hope you are hungry and I hope you enjoy this food. We only say bon appetit at the beginning, before we start eating. In Farsi, I think we have nushajan at the beginning, in the middle, at the end of the meal. But bon appetit is only used at the beginning, before we start eating. So if you want to say befrmayid, you know, for the food, you can either say bon appetit, or you can say, what do we say? We say it's getting cold. It's getting cold. That means befrmayid. It's getting cold. That's another way for saying befrmayid. That means please start eating. It's getting cold. It's getting cold. Very polite, very formal. It can be formal. It can be informal. You can use it with your guests. You can use it with your best friend, anybody. It's getting cold. It's getting cold. Again, the tone of voice is very important. If I change my tone of voice, it's getting cold. That is a very rude tone of voice. I'm actually getting upset. Why aren't you eating? It's getting cold, yeah? But it's getting cold. That's another way of saying befrmayid. It's getting cold. Please start eating. Befrmayid. It's getting cold. It's getting cold. The food is getting cold. It's getting cold. Okay. I'm going to stop there. I'm just going to come back to the lovely, lovely people just to make sure that I have you and everybody is okay with what we've done so far. We've only got 2, I think, up to now. Just give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you're okay so far, please. Just so I know that, you know, We're okay. I haven't lost you. So just a thumbs up just to let me know that we're okay. Nobody needs, has a question or anything with what I've said so far. Hello to people who've joined. Thank you for joining. Thumbs up. There we go. Lovely. Thank you so much. Cheers. Okay, I am going to take that. Can you tell again, Jean? Bon, B-O-N, bon appétit. In French, I don't think they pronounce the last T. It's bon appetit, but they say bon appetit. I'm going to write it down in the caption. Yeah, that's what we use. Tarof nakon. We don't have tarof nakon. We don't have tarof nakon in English. I think we just say, are you sure? Are you sure? Or if I have a course, I have a complete course on my website. If you are the host or if you are the guest, I've got a complete course on my website where I've taught everything before the party starts, during the party, and at the end. Okay, if you're a host or a guest, there's a complete course. So I've explained about this, and a lot of it I've explained about the culture of what we talk about as well. Okay. Oh, the cold food. Okay, it's getting cold. Right, so we wouldn't use it for cold food. No, we could say please start. We could say dig in. I'm going to add that as well. That's informal. It's very friendly. Dig in. Dig in. It's a phrasal verb and an idiom. Dig in, which means, I suppose, bil zadan just means start. Dig in. Okay, lovely. Right, I'm going to just turn the comments off so I can continue if that's okay. Let's say, for example, somebody is talking. I'm not going to say that. Let's say someone is talking and we get interrupted. The phone rings, or I might jump in and say something, or something happens anyway. And then I want to say, ببخشید, بفرمایید, صحبتتون, بفرمایید, ببخشید, بفرمایید. I can say, sorry, go on, sorry, go on, or you were saying, sorry, you were saying. So either of those. Someone's talking and I interrupt, or we get interrupted, and then I want to ask the person, please continue. Usually in Farsi we say ببخشید, بفرمایید, صحبتتون, داشتید صحبت میکردید, بفرمایید. In English we can say sorry, go on, that means please continue. Sorry, go on, or you were saying. Both of these can mean بفرمایید. Okay, so sorry, go on, or you were saying, that means please continue. But in Farsi, I think we say بفرمایید, حرفتون تموم نشد, بفرمایید. Okay, lovely. The next بفرمایید that we have is when you want to give somebody something. Yeah, you want to give them money in a shop, you want to give them a present, you want to give them something. They've asked and you want to give them something. Usually we just say, here you go, or there you go. Both of these are correct. Usually there you go is better. Not here you go. There you go. Now, with the pronunciation of there you go, it's 3 words. There you go. بفرمایید. There you go. I give you a pen. I give you money. We're in the shop. I give you a present. You asked for tissue. I give you tissue. Anything. میخوام بگم بفرمایید. I say there you go. Now, with the pronunciation, for fluent pronunciation, we don't say there you go. There you go. If you would listen to me, we say they go. They go. They go. They go. That's the fluent version of there you go. Okay, so it sounds a little bit different to there you go. We don't even really hear the word you. Yeah, so if you listen, we usually say they go. They go. They go. But the stress is on they. It means there you go. بفرمایید. Yeah. They go. They go. The stress has to be on they. They. It means there you go. They go. There you go. Yeah, okay, very good. And that's بفرمایید. Another one is if you have got somebody a gift, you've got someone a present, you want to give it to them. In Farsi, you've got these lovely things in Farsi. قابلی نداره، یه چیز کوچیکیه، واقعا خیلی چیز کوچیکیه، قابلی نداره. Lovely things that we say in Farsi. In English, we don't have these. Obviously, it's not part of the culture. So we just usually say, here's a little something. Here is a little something. I think I did a reel on this as well on Instagram. Here is a little something. And then you can continue. Here's a little something for the house. If I've come to your house for the first time, house warming gift, house warming gift. Here's a little something for the house. Here's a little something for your birthday. Here's a little something for your wedding. Here's a little something because I haven't seen you in a long time. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a long time. I want to give you a gift just for no reason. Here's a little something for your daughter. Here's a little something for the kids. Here's a little something for the family. Anything. Here's a little something, okay? And that's when we want to give a gift to somebody. Here's a little something. Lovely. So that's also بفرمایید. And the last بفرمایید that we have, and then I'll turn the comments on. Sometimes something happens and we want to say بیا بفرمایید. دیدی حالا؟ دیدی چی شد؟ بفرمایید. Sometimes in Farsi we want to say that, don't we? بفرمایید. دیدی؟ حالا دیدی چی شد؟ من گفتم بفرمایید بیا. Okay? In English we say see. I think there's something similar in Farsi as well. بفرمایید. حالا دیدی? Yeah? In English we say see. That's another way of saying بفرمایید. See. I don't know if somebody is doing something that's wrong or it's a bit dangerous, and I have told them or suggested that they don't do that because it's dangerous, they don't listen to me, they do it anyway, and then an accident happens, I say see. Yeah, in Farsi we say بفرمایید. Yeah, so that's the English version. See. Okay, I'm going to turn the comments on to see you lovely people. So نوش جان در انگلیسی رو باید بعد از اتمام خوردن بگیم. Yeah, we don't really have نوش جان as such. We just say, you know, glad you liked it, or I'm happy you liked it, or something like that. We don't say نوش جان at the end. Why are you so nice? That's very kind of you. Okay. See, yeah. So we use see. Very good. Mahshar بود. Wow, thank you very much. Bon appetit. Very good. Bon appetit, which means بفرمایید at the beginning, before we start eating. بفرمایید. This is a good one. این که به یکی بگیم لطفاً کفش رو داخل خونه نیارید. That is a very good question. Very good question. It's not just Farsi people, even us, a lot of us, don't like it when people come in with their shoes, especially when it's been raining outside and they come in with their muddy shoes and everything. It's horrible, isn't it? If you have carpet or anything, it's a lot more difficult to clean if you've got carpet. So a lot of the time you can say, could you just take your shoes off by the door? Could you just take your shoes off by the door? Could you just take your shoes off by the door? Could you just take your, I'm going to put this in the caption, shoes off by the door. Okay, could you just take your shoes off by the door? Now, something I say, this is what I say. I don't say, could you just take your shoes off by the door? Because sometimes some people are very cheeky, yeah? And they could say, no, I don't want to take my shoes off. And that starts a problem. So I don't even ask a question. I just say, you can take your shoes off there. That's what I say. I don't even ask a question. I just say, you can take your shoes off there. That's it. It's not a question. I'm not asking your permission to take your shoes off. This is my house, my rules. You want to come in? You take your shoes off. It's simple. You can take your shoes off there, obviously with a smile. I say it nicely. You can take your shoes off there. And when you say it as a sentence, you're not ordering anybody, so it's not rude, it's not impolite. And that person can't say no. Yeah, this is your house. This is what you've requested. So that's usually the way I say it. You can take your shoes off there, and you point, you know, here, there. Anyway, I'm going to write that down as well. You can take your shoes off there. Yeah, I mean, you can ask, can you just take your shoes off? You can ask it, but if that person says, no, I can't, then that's going to be a problem, isn't it? We're going to have that very awkward silence. I really want you to take your shoes off, but you're not taking your shoes off. So are we going to have a problem even before you've come in? Yeah, there's a lot of problems going on. So I use my house, my rules, speak casually. Yes, my house, my rules. So I just use a sentence. You can take your shoes off there. And I say it very nicely, and there's no argument. They can't say no. They just take their shoes off and that's it. بعضیاشون ممکنه یکم ادا در بیارن. That's okay. I don't care. My house, my rules. Okay. I don't know why your voice is changing while you're speaking. I'm sorry if that's happening. I do apologize. Can you take shoes off? Can you take your shoes off? Sure. Okay, very good. بزن تو رگ. Dig in. Yes. Help yourself رو کی میگیم. You can use help yourself with friends, formal, informal, absolutely anytime. Help yourself. If, you know, you're sitting at a table and you want to tell somebody, help yourself. If they come in, you can point to chairs and sofa, help yourself. That means take a seat, sit down. Anything that you don't have to give it to them, you're giving them permission to do their own thing. That's when we say help yourself. Save, please. Rosa Qasemi. I will, definitely. It will live on YouTube. Yes. اون روز هندی من اومد خونم، گفتم لطفاً کفشاتون رو در بیارید. Sorry, what was this? بهش برخورد. Yeah. Some of them, they don't like it. Sorry, I'm moving the screen. Some of them don't like it because it's not something they like to do, especially if they are work people. They want to come in, you know, if they, I mean, the other day, Chan Rospish, I wanted someone to come in to measure my window for blinds, and I asked him to take his shoes off. I said, you can take your shoes off there. And he looked at me and that was it. I you know, yeah, take your shoes off. You want to come in my house? You take your shoes off. You don't like it? Too bad. You first or after you? The normal version is to say after you. Now, it depends what you're trying to do. If both of you want to go through the door, okay, and you want to say to somebody else, اول شما بفرمایید بعد من, we can say after you. But if two people are talking at the same time and you want to say ببخشید اول شما صحبتتون رو شروع کنین بعد من حرف میزنم, then we can say you first. Yeah. Okay. That is my alarm. It is 7:30. اون نایلون هایی که واسه کفش میپوشن چی میشه تو انگلیسی؟ What do they call them? I think they call them shoe covers. Yeah, shoe cover. I think they might call them a shoe cover, or if you're in the NHS, or you know, if you're working somewhere else, they might have a different name, but I would just say shoe cover. How could it be possible to participate in your class? I think you mean my courses. All the information is on my website, please. Shoe cover, yeah, shoe cover, there's no S. Ladies first, okay, ladies first. In ladies first, this is something that I've talked about in my course for culture, okay. A lot of people have asked, some people have asked me, Layla, we thought that in England people say ladies first, but a lot of people don't say ladies first anymore. Why? The mindset of people is changing. I'm just going to say this, then I'll let you go. I won't take too much of your time. The mindset of people is changing. So a few years ago, it was seen as polite and civilized. It was seen as very nice to say to a lady, ladies first, okay? But nowadays, ladies don't like it very much if people say ladies first. Why is it that ladies have to go first? Why is it that a man has to keep the door open for me? Why can't I open the door for myself? Am I too weak that I need a man to open the door for me? That man doesn't mean to insult me. No, he wants to respect me. Of course, he wants to respect me, and he opens the door for me, and he says ladies first. And maybe 50, 60 years ago, that was seen as perfectly fine. It was seen very good, civilized, very polite. Ladies loved it. But now that things have changed, people's mentalities have changed. We've had all these different Me Too, and, you know, obviously what's going on in Iran with the women, and, you know, women don't need help. They can stand up for themselves. They can be independent. Now people's views are changing. So saying women first or ladies first, it just shows that that person might have a mindset that's a little bit old-fashioned. It's not rude at all, but it's a little bit old-fashioned. We would just say thank you. We don't say anything. We don't say, oh, why do you say ladies first? We don't say anything. That person is being kind, thank you, and we go through. But you might not hear it very often. It's just because now people are understanding that men and women are equal. I, as a woman, don't need a man to open the door for me. Thank you. I can open the door myself. If you want to open the door for me, that's fine. If you say after you, that's fine, because we say after you for a man or a lady, and that's equal. Fantastic. But if they say ladies first, yeah, I think mindsets have changed a little bit. Here you go, or here you are, here you go, here you go. That's more conversational English. Any news from POL? I don't know POL. I need online class for kids. I don't teach kids. I'm so sorry. I don't teach children. And there are two reasons why I don't teach children. One is because I don't have the qualifications. I have a master's degree in teaching English, but my master's is just for teaching adults, not for kids, firstly. Secondly, I'm so sorry, my lessons are so boring. There's no music, there's no colors, there's no singing, there's no animation, nothing. So kids will really find my lessons boring. That's why I don't teach kids, I'm sorry. Okay. Armon OX, you're the first woman who says that. Okay, I don't think I'm the first woman who says that, but okay, I respect your view. Yes, here we go. فقانی الهه وقتی جلوتر از دیگران میریم بگیم ببخشید همچین چیزی تو انگلیسی هست. Okay, sorry. That's the last question I'm going to answer, if that's okay. I'm just going to straighten that. So if you're going ahead, in Farsi we usually say ببخشید پشتم به شماست یا ببخشید من جلو میرم or something like this. No, we don't say anything in English. No, we don't say that. I think I might have mentioned this before, that if you're sitting in a conference room, yeah, on rows. There are rows of seats and everyone's sitting down. At the front, someone's talking, all of us are sitting. I might have my boss sitting behind me. I'm not going to turn around and apologize to my boss that my back is facing him. It's not my fault. And it's not part of the culture. If I turn around and apologize to my boss, I'm going to make my boss very, very uncomfortable. He's going to think, or she's going to think, why? I'm not the king or queen. Why are you apologizing? Yeah. So it's just not part of the culture. If you're going ahead, you're going before everybody else because you want to go reserve a table, because you want to go find a parking space. For these kind of things, you're leaving the group and you're going ahead. Yes, you can say, sorry guys, I'm going to go reserve a table. I'm going to go find a space. I'm going to go. That, yes, you can apologize. But because your back is facing other people, we don't apologize for that at all. It's not part of the culture. Yeah. Okay. Tarof nakon, we just say, are you sure? You know, are you sure? That's all we say. How many days do I need to get IELTS? Oh my goodness. It depends on your current level. It depends on how much work you put in. It depends on how much English you surround yourself with. Try to read academic articles as much as possible. National Geographic, try to listen to academic English as much as you can. Try to converse with people in English as much as you can. Okay, lovely. Do you have an online course? On my website? Yes. So very, very finally, before I let you go, on my course, I have a promotion going on for Black Friday. The promotion will end tomorrow evening, and there are 3 of my courses that are on offer. If you're interested, please go to my website. If you're living any part of the world, hopefully I can accommodate you. So even if you're living in Iran, yes, you can still take part in the courses. The 3 of them are a speaking bundle, speaking 1, 2, 3 together in one bundle. I also have the advanced phrasal verbs and idioms, and I have a listening course. The listening course is just for advanced students. So if you're a beginner, if you're intermediate, even if you're upper intermediate, please don't get the listening course. You will struggle. You will find it difficult. It's just for advanced students, please. And it's only the listening course that we have an online session as well every week for 7 weeks. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to save this and put it on YouTube. Have a fantastic week. Thank you for joining me, and I will hopefully see you again next Sunday. Thank you. Take care. Good night.